Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a try on makeup haul. I'm going to be just trying on 5 products that were under $10. I actually did a recent trying new makeup video, mostly or all drugstore products, but I picked up some more stuff because I can't be stopped. And one item was in PR, the eyeshadow palette that we're going to try today was in PR, but most of the stuff I bought from Ulta and Walmart, so I figured we'd try it on today, and it just so happens every product is under $10. And this is the look that I created. I did use some products in this look from my previous trying new makeup video, so you can check that video out, which was a complete train wreck, and I hated everything about that video, that makeup look, and those products. But I've been trying the products separately, so I used some of them in this video today. So that is it. I'm going to stop talking. We're going to get into the video. If you guys want to see 5 new products under $10 and see me create this look, then keep on watching. All right, I am ready. I'm ready to put on some makeup. Coffee of the day. We have iced coffee with cashew milk today because they ran out of my half coconut, half almond milk by Silk. This is also by Silk, and it's just cashew milk. I was skeptical, but I will say it's amazing. It's good. 2 thumbs up. I might switch permanently. Who knows? All right, so today we have some new stuff. I have been buying so much makeup lately, but mostly drugstore. So the first product I picked up when I was at Walmart the other day, and that is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. Now, in my last video, I did try the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation, and it didn't go well. I'm still trying it, but I will fill you guys in my monthly wrap-up video. But for now, I have the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, and this is in the shade, I think it's light medium. Yes, it's light medium. I don't know. It might be a little light for me. We will see. I did prime my skin with the e.l.f. Mint Melt Primer, which did not go well with the Essence, so I don't recommend. This is a little bit light right now because it is summer and, well, it's summer where I am. The sun is blazing. And I self-tanned, but it's okay enough to make it work. It's not as crazy off as the Essence one was. So, oh, you know what? I did not wet my sponge. It's all right. We're just going to do it with a dry sponge. I have not been liking this Juno & Co. sponge. I don't know. TikTok made me buy it. I used it in my last video with the train wreck foundation situation, and I didn't like it, and I've used it a couple more times and not really liked it. I forgot to wet my sponge, so that was a happy accident, but it actually did just work out well right then. All right, I take it back. I did not like the way the Juno & Co. sponge was working, so I just wet my Real Techniques sponge I got off my lazy butt. It just wasn't blending it. That's the thing about this sponge. It's a velvet sponge, so it doesn't absorb your product, and I find all it does is move shit around on my face, but it doesn't blend anything. And I wanted to love it, but I just didn't. All right, so the Wet n Wild, that's one side with and one side without. I think it's very similar to the L'Oreal one that I tried in that it's kind of just giving me a little bit of evenness to my skin. I can still see some redness peeking through, so I am going to do a second layer just to see what that looks like. I just got some on my hands, so I'm just going to use that. Oh, I put too much. I don't like blending with my hands. I'm just not a hand blender, even with like these tinted hydrator moisturizer situations. I don't know why. I just don't like doing that. All right, so there's round 2. Yeah, it's giving me problems. It might be this Mint Melt Primer. So weird. I don't know. I mean, it looks okay. I guess I just feel like this one is sitting on top of my skin, and this is really what happened with the Essence one and the Mint Melt Primer. I knew it was a gamble, but I'm gonna just keep going. I think maybe one layer, like you do one heavier layer instead of 2 layers, it would be better if you wanted, you know, more coverage. I just don't know because of the primer. L'Oreal one worked great over that primer, so I don't know why the Essence and the Wet n Wild are not. I might have to try this separately, but you know, I always update you guys at the end of the month, so I'll let you know in that video what I think. Putting it on this side a little bit heavier and using the wet sponge to blend it out actually looks great. So I think my problem was the Juno & Co. sponge and the way it just moves things around and then you can't blend it out after that. I don't know how to explain it, but this side with the wet sponge, one layer, it looks great. So I take it back about the primer. This side just looks like not good, while the other side looks great. And I have the primer on both sides. So weird. All right, so I'm going to throw on some concealer and then we're going to test out a powder. So I threw on some cream bronzer and some concealer, but before I powder, I do have a cream blush from Milani I wanted to try, I think. Or do I want to try this Cheek Heat from Maybelline? I might actually do the Cheek Heat from Maybelline because I think it'll go better with the eyeshadows that we're using today. So this is what it looks like. The shade I have here is Nude Burn, and it's not really nude. It's kind of like a rosy color, like a rosy mauve. I actually have been liking using a brush for these cream products over my finger. Sometimes I use my finger just to further blend it in, but I'm finding a brush helps to prevent movement from whatever's underneath. A lot of times these cream blushes are lifting. I'm finding that to be the case. All right, so that's pretty. I like that. And then for powder, we're gonna be using the Hard Candy Translucent Powder. This is just their Sheer Envy Shine Free Loose Powder. Last month I tried the Chilled Wonder Powder that had the water in it. So I figured we would try this one today. And this is what it looks like. It's just a white translucent powder. Let me just make sure that my concealer is all blended. Whoa, that like blurred my pores. Got a little bit much on there. Wow. I need to look in the close-up mirror. I mean, initially, I like the way it looks going on the skin. I feel like it offered some, like, blur power. No, I can't tell if it's the lights preventing me from really knowing what the heck is going on here. The lighting in here is not ideal right now. It's like almost 5 o'clock in the evening. And this side of my house, the sun sets on the other side. So I'm in front of a window and I don't get the best light here. My lights, I got new bulbs for, but I need help hanging them because I hang them on the ceiling, my lights. So I still haven't gotten that sorted just yet, but working on it. I'm gonna throw on some powdered bronzer and do my brows off camera, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna test out this new BH palette, their Emerald Birthstone palettes. This is the May Emerald palette, which I'm very excited to try. And then we have some new lip products to try. All right. So yeah, I think I'm starting to get the hang of the ColourPop brow wax I tried in my last trying new makeup, and I think I'm actually really liking it so far. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and create a look with this Emerald palette. So the last several palettes from this collection that I've received, I have not liked. I did a ranking video. These ranked the very bottom of the ranking video. It was like a ranking BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette video, and that should be up on my channel already. There hasn't been a color story that's really spoken to me yet, but this one, I had said in that video I was hoping for the best with this one, and this is good. Every color in here makes sense to me, although I don't know why they insist on putting these shades in every single palette, but I feel like it all works. In the last several that I've tried, there's always one shade that just doesn't belong. And I never really understand. But I really like this one. I'm going to insert some swatches here so you can see what this palette looks like. And I'm going to just do, I don't know what I'm going to do. I did a green look recently, so I'm thinking I'm going to do a green lower lash line. I don't know, we'll just see. I'm going to take this shade here. It's called Stubborn. And I am just going to apply it to my outer corner. I do like the quality on these. Like the other ones I've tried, the quality is great. It's really just the colors. And so it is a personal preference. I am not saying by any means these are bad palettes. It's really just what does and doesn't work for me at the end of the day. And I haven't really just loved these. Nothing has done it for me. But this one, when I got it, I was like, oh yeah. I had a feeling I would get along with this one because I do like green eyeshadows. And the entire palette makes sense to me. It's aesthetically pleasing. The other ones were just not inspiring. Like I would look at them and I would just be like, not inspired to use it. But this is nice. And I like this brown. It's like a purpley brown. I'm just cleaning off my brush and I'm just gonna start to buff out the edges. All right, so now that is blended out. What's up, buddy? Gunny says hello. What's up, buddy? My little Gunner. Is he not the cutest dog ever? He looks like a little bear. He's a little bear. Huh, buddy? Yeah. Okay, Mom's got to work. All right. So I think what I'm going to do, just in the interest of time, I'm going to just take this shade called Total Package right here. It's like a champagne shimmery shade. And I'm just going to put that right on the lid. This is really pretty. It's a champagne shade, but I can see it has a slight green undertone to it. That's really pretty color. And this is dry. BH just does it right with their shimmers. Okay, next I'm gonna take this shade called Hard Worker. This shade reminds me of something in the Naked Reloaded palette. It's kind of like a burnt brown, but it has a little bit of like a deep burgundy shift to it. It's really pretty though. That's really, really pretty. I like this palette. All right, so for the lower lash line, I'm going to take this like camo green color here. It is called Restless. And I'm gonna go over the bottom half. And I'm gonna take this shimmery shade. It's called Astral AF. No, Artsy AF. I'm reading it upside down. And it is a shimmery olive shade. I'm gonna put it over the whole thing, I think. I'm gonna get crazy and have a shimmery lower lash line. I usually only do mattes on my lower lash line, but I'm feeling it today. Really pretty. And then just in the interest of using all of the shades in the palette, I'm gonna take some of this emerald shade, which is the star of the show, and I'm just gonna go over that whole thing. Oh, this is so pretty. I love this. And then there's a pressed glitter, but I like don't even really, oh, pressed glitter is so pretty too. All right, just a little bit, just a little bit. I like didn't even want to mess it up because I like how this is looking right now, but I just want to use every single shade in here so we can see. I'm just putting like the lightest amount of glitter on there just to give it a little bit of sparkle and say we did. Pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna throw on some mascara and then we're gonna do lips. Okay, so for lips, so the product that I wanted to try out, because I haven't tried it out on camera, yet was from ColourPop, and this is their lippy pencil in Cool BFF. I used it once off camera, but I wanted to use it on camera as well, because here's the deal with this one. I like cool lip colors personally, but this one is so cool and muted that it really does a great job at contouring. So I like to use this more on the outskirts of my lip line, just because it gives a little bit of a plumping effect. It's a little bit too almost gray toned for my whole lip. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it. I don't want to fill in my whole lip because I'm going to go over it with another pencil, but I just put it there on the bottom, and it's just a little too cool toned for like what I like for every day. But in my last trying new makeup video, I tried this Essence Stay 8-Hour lip liner that is waterproof, and I love my L'Oreal Color Riche matte lip liners because they're waterproof. And I saw this for a fraction of that price. I think this one was like $2.99, and the L'Oreal ones tend to run around $7. So this is the shade Because Duh. Now this one was the one I wanted to test out, which is under 10, but this one's also under 10. So I figured I would kind of just go over this, and this will just warm things up a little bit and bring a little bit more life back. Because I think Cool BFF almost gives me the morgue chic vibe, you know? But this Because Duh is like it with the shade. I love it. And then I wanted to try out this Wet n Wild Cloud Pout. I saw this when I was at Walmart the other day, and I was like, is this new? I've never seen it before, so I had to grab it. And this is in the shade Fluffernutter. It's really, really pretty. Kind of like peach. It's kind of got like a nudie peach vibe, and I love peach shades for summer. I don't know if this is gonna go with this look that I have on right now, but oh, it smells like cake. But it's like a whipped moussey texture. It's got like a satiny finish to it. I really like the formula. I'm not sure about this shade with these lip liners. I feel like almost like I want a deeper lip liner with this, just so the color is a little bit deeper. With this eye look anyway, because this eye look is so sultry and smoky. But that is it for the 5 products under 10 that I wanted to haul, like do a try on haul for today. I know I mentioned some other products that I've been trying in my last trying new makeup video and whatnot, but these 5 products I really wanted to try for today. So to recap, the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, what is this called? Yeah, Tinted Hydrator. It actually looks really nice on my skin. I'm actually really liking it. Everything came together. It was a little bumpy in the beginning, and I thought that it was just going to be another Essence situation. I like removed some of it up here with the brow wax. Oh Lord, it happens. What are you gonna do? But no, yeah, I think it looks really nice right now, and I just want to look in the close-up mirror. I did not spray setting spray, and this eyeshadow is falling all over my face, and I think it's that inner corner, like the, oh wow, I have like fallout. I'm a mess. What is happening here? I'm actually gonna spray just some Pop Makeup Magnet Mist, just to melt things together. The eyeshadows are gorgeous. I will say I love. I do really like this ColourPop lip liner, but like I said, for my skin tone, I like it more as like a contour situation, but not as like my final lip liner, because I do like to fill in my lips. The Cloud Paint, it feels so like light and whipped and fluffy kind of. The powder looks really good. The powder is really, really nice. My hair, not so much, but when do I ever do my hair? If you use this shade in the eyeshadow palette, I would suggest spraying your brush, because I definitely can see fallout, like little sparkles all over my face. I don't love that for me right now, but I do love the color story, and the mascara that I used randomly, and I probably should just tell you everything that's on my face. I used the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer. I used the Soul Body Face and Body Cream Bronzer. I used the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. I did not put another blush over the top of Maybelline Cheek Heat. What's coming through is just this. And I think that it's really pigmented. I'll have to wear it and see how it wears, but like right now, I think it looks great. I did not put a highlighter on my face right now. Who is she? But I have like some glow happening even without a highlighter. What else did I put on my face? The brows, I mentioned I used the ColourPop Brow Wax. And it's actually called the Feather Effect Styling Wax. And I used the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen. And then the mascara I used was the Makeup Revolution Lift and Define 5D Lash Mascara. And this was $10. And I really love this mascara. I'm really enjoying it a lot. This is like right up there with the Maybelline. The Sky High. This just as good, in my opinion. I'm not even sure, it might be better. I'm still testing it, but I like the wand better because it's not as flimsy. The video was not about this, but just to let you know what's on my face, I'm just like, everything on my face pretty much is under $10, except for the Lift and Snatch Brow Pen, which is like $11. But everything else is under 10 or 10 or under. And I really like my makeup right now. I think it looks really good. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about the look, what you think about these products, what your thoughts are. I will have to try this Milani Cheek Kiss in another video. I have actually another one on the way because this was in Ulta and it was the only shade, but the shade I really wanted was Nude Kiss. I'm going to do a whole video on cream blushes at the drugstore, so that's going to be coming soon. But for now, this is today's makeup look and today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell so you never miss when I upload a video. You can follow me on social. My handle's @GlamLatte. And don't forget, the Glam Latte Beauty Podcast is everywhere you listen to podcasts. All those details are in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.